Like one more here. One more form to learn. This is point slope form. We've learned standard form, we've learned slope intercept form, and now we're going to learn point slope form. Point slope form, we write this: y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. This is just another form of a line. It's similar to y equals mx plus b, except this one's a little bit handier because I know two things. M is my slope, and this x1 y1 part, that is a point. Okay, that's some point x1 y1. Might be 1 2 or negative 3 1/2. It's some point. And there will be situations where I will be given the slope, I'll be given the point, or maybe I'll be given 2 points, and I want to find the equation of the line. This is pretty handy, this point slope form. Okay, so you should use, when we have the slope and a point, should always be changed to slope intercept form. So we'll always go from point slope form to slope intercept form. Okay, so let's do this example. Write the equation of the line through 1 negative 2 with a slope of 3/4. Okay, well, I got my point. Let's label everything here. If my point is x1 y1, okay, my slope m is 3/4. So m equals 3/4. I think that's all the pieces that I need for point slope form. So let's plug everything in. Y minus, let's see, minus y1, that was negative 2. So y minus negative 2 equals 3/4 times x minus whatever my x sub 1 was, 1. Okay? So let's simplify here. This is going to be y plus 2 on the left equals 3/4 x. I'm going to distribute 3/4 x. 3/4 times negative 1 is minus 3/4. Okay. And the last step is I've got to add 2 to both sides. So y equals 3/4x. And I think negative 3/4 plus 2. Let's see. Isn't that a positive 1 1/4? You can check my math on that, but I think it's 1 1/4. Okay, so that's my final equation, and that is the equation of the line through 1 negative 2 with a slope of negative, or slope of 3/4. You could graph that and you could verify it. That is the only line that satisfies those conditions, and we use point slope form to get it. I think I've got one more slide, and it's just one more example where, in this situation, I need to write the equation of the line through 2 points. In the last one, I was given 1 point in the slope. Now I'm just given 2 points. Excuse me. So the first thing I'm going to do is find the slope. Remember, because to use point slope form, I need slope and I need a point. Well, I don't have the slope, so let's go find it. M equals, it doesn't really matter which one we call x1, y1. I guess we'll call this one x1, y1. That's fine. And so that would mean that this was x2, y2, if I'm thinking about using my slope formula. So I'll have 1 minus 3 divided by negative 1. Negative 1 minus a negative 5. Okay, I think this is negative 2 divided by, let's see, negative 1 minus a negative 5 is negative 1 plus 5, so that's 4. So I think this is negative 1/2 is m. Okay, so m is negative 1/2. I can pick either point that I want. Since I've already picked negative 1, 3 as my x1, y1, let's leave that as x1, y1. So when I plug it into my point slope form, I'll have y minus 3 equals negative 1/2 times x minus a negative 1. So x minus a negative 1 is x plus 1. Okay. Now let's distribute, and so I'll have y minus 3 equals negative 1/2 x. Let's see. Negative 1/2 times 1, I think, is going to be minus 1/2. Okay, and if I add 3 to both sides, I'm adding 3 to both sides now, this is y equals 1/2 x plus 2.5. 1/2 plus 3 is 2.5. That's the equation of the line in slope-intercept form through those 2 points. And I better check. I think that's all I've got. But let's check. Can I go any further? No, that's it. Okay, so that's point slope form, slope intercept form. Super important. Practice those, and come ready to with your questions next class period. Thanks for taking my class.